Things that I'm surprised by, number one is that the shirt is this tight. That's because I ate a lot of chocolate, man, and that shit is not free on any level. You have to pay for the chocolate, and then you also have to pay for the chocolate. But I'm also shocked that I need to watch it spinning an apple until it explodes at 28,500 frames per second. I've been wanting to watch one of their videos, and I haven't. So here we go. Are you fucking ready? I'm not even sure that I'm ready, but let's go. This looks like paid promotion for them, so if it is, I'm gonna skip through it.
Sponsored by Kiwi.
Oh.
A viral TikTok that a lot of you have very kindly sent me, thank you, of an apple being levitated on a jet of compressed air due to a phenomenon called the Coanda effect. It should just stay exactly in place on the compressed air until eventually it goes a little bit too fast for itself and pops. Sounds like an excellent subject for the Phantom, so why don't we give it a go? There certainly seems to be some technique to it. This is a 150 psi compressor, but it seems to be less about the power and more about the slow build to keep it stable. Because if I end up just flooring it, it bounces up and down like this and loses speed. It's all about sort of getting it right on the edge. And then you hear it rev up. It's actually the sound is the
I did this with I think we all probably did this in like science class where you do like a ping pong ball or something, and you have like a jet underneath it, and it just kind of rotates in a stationary. It's rotating, but on the horizontal axis, it's basically unchanged. But I'm here for exploding. Let's go to the exploding.
Indication I have that I know I'm doing it right. And then eventually the sound goes high enough and you just got to clench and hope for the best. So this apple is able to perfectly defy gravity. As the jet of air bounces off one side of the apple, it creates an area of low pressure.
No one defies gravity. I don't like that use of words, dude. I like your beard. I like that I'm watching your video, but no one defies gravity.
Between the air and the curved surface. This area of low pressure effectively pulls in the airflow, allowing it to follow the curve of the apple. At this point, as the curved surface of the apple is putting a force on the air exerts an equal and opposite force upward on the apple, and that's why it's able to perfectly float in place.
Hey, nice job, though.
What? This effect only works on objects with a curved surface, so if this was a mutated cube apple, it wouldn't work at all. It's pretty crazy. To my eye, when I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at a blur, and then like one frame of my eyes later, it's gone. It's like someone's just edited out a moment of my life there. It's so fast. Bloody, look at the RPM on that thing.
Oh, we got the slow-mo portion. Oh, you can see like right before it does that, you can see these bulging parts at the edge of the apple. Where it stops being like a symmetric, well, it's not a symmetrical apple. When I say symmetry, I mean based on the original apple, not on an actual axis of symmetry. But you can see that the apple's maintained its shape. All of a sudden, you see some bulges, and when you see the bulges, you know it's going to rip the whole thing apart. By the way, if you have not heard about the dudes on the space station talking about exercising, same thing. I did not know this about exercising on the International Space Station, and I listened to a podcast from one of the dudes. And so they have workout equipment. I think we all know about that. They have workout equipment because, you know, due to the lower gravitational pull, you get different problems with your muscles and bone density and everything. So they have workouts there. What I didn't know is that their workouts are actually on these springs, I guess. There's a fancier name for it. But the workouts are on these springs, so the springs absorb all the energy. Because the guy said this, the fucking astronaut said this. He said if you did a regular workout, like just doing regular shit, lifting weights, jumping up and down or whatever, one person's workout would be enough to rip the space station in half. Because the space station is not anchored to anything. And all the force that you exert on the ground and on the walls doing a workout gets transferred through the entire object. And so every time you jump, you send these waves through it that have nowhere to go because they're in space. All of the energy is confined to the space station itself. And so a single person's workout would actually rip it in just fucking shreds. So they have to have these like isolation units where you can work out in this unit where all of the force you create in the unit is absorbed through springs and it doesn't go back into the space station. That's wild. This shit's wild. So that's me with SE Custom. I don't know. It's in between white and silver. Oh, it looks like gray. Wait, did I mention blowing it apart? Oh, he's so sad his apple's gone. Ah, he's still sad. He's still sad. There we go. I love that his eyes blink after the apple's already completely gone. What? What happened?
That is bacon. Well, this camera's not fast enough. It's moving fast in slow motion. I need to call Alabama. All right, it's been a few days, and Destin has come through with his 2511. We now have access to 28,000 frames a second. Make sure you subscribe to Smart every day, because he's always helping me out. Just going to do a bit of Apple art on some of these, so we can better track the rotation.
Well, I don't know how fucked up it is, but when you add the marker, you're changing the weight of the object. I know it's like really small, but you are changing the weight of the object. Just saying. Slow it down. Let's slow down the slow-mo guy.
Damn it!
The apple looks very pixelated. It's the most pixelated object in the room. Is that shot fake? Dude, your shot kind of looks fake, man. Maybe it's just the lighting. It must be the lighting. Oh, nice. Nice job. What's he shaking his hand off? Is it the tension from holding the air pressure? Fuck yes, slow that down, slow-mo guy. That's what we came here for. What? Good. It's a good cut by fucking Mother Nature. I wonder if like the cut happens at the weakest point of the apple. I bet there's some physicist that's worked on this. Oh, and it split as it... There's so much energy in it being split apart that the other parts... Hey! I like slow-mo stuff, turns out.
Oh, it's amazing. That one gave me a rollicking on the hand. If I wasn't wearing gloves, that one would really hurt, I think.
A rollicking. I want to know that country, and I also want to use the word rollicking. This video almost gave me a rollicking. Almost. Oh, that camera
okay, so
sucks,
now we can
dude.
roughly estimate how fast the apple was spinning, come back around to the arrow.
There you go. That's why there's fucking lines on it, bro.
And based on the sound it was making and the fact that it exploded, I'm going to assume this was the fastest rotation as well. One full rotation in 9.1 per second, which reveals the apple's nope speed to be 6,565 RPM. Work, but I do think we got some lovely looking footage there, especially with the 2511. We saw a lot more that we didn't see at 1,000
I've got to speed him up.
The skin ripping. Almost think I do now have to invest in some sort of long-handled mop to clean the ceiling and the walls. You're a right mess in this one. I think it was worth it though. I think it was worth seeing. I've never seen it that slow. Now I'd like to talk to you about the sponsor of this video, KiwiCo.
I would love for you to not do that. Yeah, I always assumed that slow-mo would be awesome and interesting. That's why I put it on the list. I just never did it because I spend my entire life doing ridiculous videos that don't matter. So I thought like maybe this one's too ridiculous. Not that I did not pick the apple out. No. I just wrote slow-mo guys like probably 6 months ago and just never watched anything. And then it's that problem when you think, oh, I might watch one of their videos on camera. I might make a reaction. Well, now I can't fucking watch any videos. All of a sudden, they're all just fucking Das ist verboten. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think it's kind of like one of my videos. I think maybe it's twice as long as it should be. But I'm cool with that. Don't really have anything to say. Fucking spun an apple. I think actually the coolest part was maintaining the apple with the fucking air pressure. I think that's the sickest part. I know the sickest part is supposed to be the slow motion watching the apple burst, and that's cool to look at. But I think actually just and spinning a fucking apple in the air. Hats off to that. That is the dopest part. Doesn't look the cool. Well, I don't know. It looks pretty fucking cool too. That's where I stand on that reaction. Done.